Like a lot of you folks out there, we are brand new players and game masters to Pathfinder 2E. And to be honest with you, sometimes we don't know what the hell we're doing, and we need help scouring the interwebs to find online resources to help us play and run our games.
Where the heck do we begin? Where do we start? How do we start running Pathfinder? How do we start playing it? How do we be a player? How do we be a game master?
Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition has been blessed with a wonderful YouTube community, wonderful online resources over the past 8 to 10 years so that you don't even have to learn the game from the core rule books. You could let the internet and other people come up with better teaching resources, and that's what we're here to do today. We want to get you guys those resources. We're going to show you what we've been personally Googling and finding that's helping us get into Pathfinder 2E, baby.
We got a ton of resources for you, from noob to Pathfinder Society, so let's get started.
We're going to step up to the tee and hit a home run right off with the very first recommendation, and that's to get the Pathfinder Beginner Box, which we have already done an unboxing/review of, and we have gone through and given our newfound Pathfinder experiences. You can find videos for those down in the Nether region. We'll have links to both of them. What do you do in this beginner box? You're going to help out Tammy Tanderville and her little fishing cannery and go down in her basement and find out what's happening. But the best part about this adventure is that it is a teaching tool first and foremost. You are going to be learning about the ins and outs of Pathfinder without even realizing it. You're going to learn about hazards, environmental bullshit, combat with pack tactics, combat with traps happening. It is the easiest way to get into this seemingly complex system, which is not nearly as dense as advertised. Love the beginner's box. Go ahead and check that out. We love this product so much that we've already made 2 videos about it. We have an unboxing/review which goes over everything inside of that box set. And then we have impressions of how KMo felt as a first-time Pathfinder player and how I felt going through it as a game master. So check out those videos. We'll have links to them down in the Nether region below.
The next very accessible resource, you're already here. You're looking at it. It's YouTube. There's tons of guides here. Type Pathfinder 2E into the search bar. Bam. We want to go ahead and highlight some of the ones that have been most beneficial to us so far. First up is How It's Played. How It's Played has over 92 videos breaking down every rule in Pathfinder in a very simple and digestible way, in PowerPoint form. If you've got a question about a Pathfinder topic or rule, you can take a look at one of his playlists and probably find it there. You'll find an 8 to 30-minute video about your topic. Another YouTube channel on our S tier would be Nonats from Nonat Ones. He's got great introductory videos to Pathfinder, he has class breakdowns, and he has ranking videos. And a sense of humor. If you've already typed Pathfinder into the search window in YouTube, you've probably seen him already. And if you're looking to get into the community, there's Roll for Combat, which is a Paizo official actual play podcast and interview show, where they play role-playing games and interview industry leaders. And one of the best YouTube resources out there, and probably the most influential in the Pathfinder community, is the Rules Lawyer. He really likes to debunk the difficulty of Pathfinder, showing others that it's not so hard. He goes over rules, he does product reviews, and news updates. He's a real lawyer and a game master. Check him out, he's got great content.
As a game master learning Pathfinder 2E for the first time, I want to be looking up rules, but I don't necessarily want to get lost in the core rulebook, so what's a guide to do? Well, chances are if you start Googling this stuff, you're going to end up at the Archives of Nethys, which is a wonderful tool set where you can literally type in almost anything into the search bar, and it's going to give you results explaining what you're looking for. If it's like you want to know how encumbrance works, boom, it's right there. If you want to know about certain conditions, boom, right there. And on top of that, it gives you a page number that you can look up in the core rulebook or whichever rulebook is actually it comes from, because this thing is super duper up to date. It's got rules from every single release from Paizo as far as I can tell. There is an awesome step-by-step character creation process included on this website. What I recommend doing, have your Pathfinder 2E core rulebook open, follow that thing step by step while you're making your first character. Or if you're a psychopath like me, you just want to make extra characters to get good at the character building process. Just, crank out a few of them. I got problems and I got a lot of time on my hands.
And then one day I said to Wolf, why isn't there any kind of character creation tool like D&D Beyond has for D&D?
But I was wrong.
It exists, and it's called Pathfinder Nexus. I cannot believe I didn't know this existed. This looks like it's going to be the hub for Pathfinder very soon. They're working on their digital tools. They have class breakdowns. It looks like all the rules are there for free. If you're a beginner, you can jump in here and you can get inspired by all the wonderful images and all the class building that this website has to offer. If you're already super experienced with Pathfinder and you want to jump into your local community with the Pathfinder Society, you can do that. Jump into the Pathfinder Compendium on Pathfinder Nexus. Take a look at all the ancestries. Go down the list of backgrounds. Take a few minutes to go over all the wonderful classes.
If you want to get some support from Paizo themselves, head over to their official website, paizo.com. They've got great downloadable resources like blank character sheets. You can also get downloadable pre-gens of all of the Pathfinder iconics, which are your Ezrin the Wizards, Valeros the Fighter, and I believe they have multiple levels of each of them. So you can download a first level version of them or a third level version of the pre-gen. And on top of that, they have a list of resources that they link to, stuff like Pathfinder Nexus. They have a character builder on there as well. Plus you can look at all of the cool adventure paths that Paizo has pumped out in the few years that they've had Pathfinder 2e.
After you've been introduced to Pathfinder and you've got a couple games under your belt, check out pf2.tools.com. There's a lot of wonderful resources there, a lot of calculators, character sheets, animal tracking, monster creation for your game masters, as well as many other wonderful tools. Another great resource is Path Builder 2e. This is a website as well as an Android app. This can be a little overwhelming for beginners at first because there's a lot of information to go over through here. Like everything that's available to classes and characters can be seen on this character creator. So we really recommend that you have an idea of how you want to build your character. Then you can go into this tool, print out a PDF in a character sheet.
Even though we're brand new to Pathfinder 2e as game masters and players, we've actually been playing with Pathfinder accessories for years because Paizo makes such amazing accessories for role-playing games in general. First thing I want to recommend is the Game Master screen. Get it. Everyone needs a Game Master screen. This thing's got great information. It's got the dying rules, which are a little bit different if you're coming over from 5e or like an OSR game where once you hit 0 hit points, you're dead. This has got some conditions over there. Lots of awesome stuff, so you don't have to be poking through that rule book. You don't have to have that flop sweat of learning a new system and just being like, guys, I'm not going to be able to get the rules. Get the Game Master screen. Calm down, be in that zen-like state when you are about to overrun their shit with kobolds! Yeah! If you're playing a spellcaster, they have all kinds of spell cards. Get yourself these cards, hand them out to your players. They're going to make their lives a lot easier. They also have this random NPC, endless NPC generator. It's a deck of like 100 cards or so. You pull out 4 cards, and it is going to give you everything you need to generate a NPC on the fly. Can't wait to get my hands on those and hand them to KMo because he's the game master now. Ever since Pathfinder 1st Edition, these next 3 products I'm going to talk about are very familiar to tabletop role-playing gamers. You have your Pathfinder flip mats, which are these dry erase, wet erase maps that essentially are a location. Some of them go along with their adventure paths. Some of them are just generic locations. These are really great. As part of our terrain case video for D&D, we actually looked at these flip tiles from Paizo and reviewed them there. So link down in the nether region below to that video if you want to learn more about them. But essentially, they're just a bunch of different environmental tiles. There's dungeon tiles, they have forest tiles, they have city tiles. You're able to sort of lay out a random area for your players to put on their what? Pathfinder Pawns? That's the next product we're talking about. Miniatures take up so much room. Cardboard Pathfinder Pawns are an amazing value. They've been around since Pathfinder 1st Edition. They're back in 2nd Edition, and they're still fantastic. If you use a battle mat, if you use one of their official player mats, if you're using something and you need a visual representation of player characters or monsters, you want to grab one of these pawn bundles. They have them for the bestiaries. They have them for their adventure paths. They pump these things out like crazy. They're great quality. It's one of the best products that they put out in general.
If you're really looking to join the community and start connecting about Pathfinder, go to Paizo's official Discord server, go to Roll20, look for open games for Pathfinder, or you can go to the Pathfinder 2e subreddit where game masters will answer any of your questions, including the rules lawyer. Another great forum for Pathfinder discussion is the Pathfinder 2nd Edition Facebook group, as well as the Paizo Pathfinder Forums. Once you've completed the Menace under Otari adventure from the beginner box, the next thing is Troubles in Otari, and that's when you're really playing Pathfinder. The players did such a great job for Tammy Tanderville that she offers them a piece of property for them to do their adventures from. Except she hasn't been there for a while. It's a little overrun with something. Pick that adventure up or go on Paizo's website and download any of their wonderful adventures.
I don't know how much longer this awesome deal is going to be available, but while this video is live right now, go over to Humble Bundle and check out the Paizo starter set bundle thing that they've got going on right now. For $25, you can get 28 books/products of Pathfinder 2e. This includes the amazing beginner box. This includes the core rulebook. This includes bestiaries. This includes adventure paths. This is almost $1 a product. This is just for PDF products, but if you're looking to get a ton of Paizo Pathfinder 2e stuff right here, right now, head over to Humble Bundle. Not a sponsor. We're just trying to get people to get as much cool Pathfinder shit as possible. Link in the nether region below. So one of the coolest things about Pathfinder is like their live organized play, which they call the Pathfinder Society, which as far as we can tell is a society or entity that's actually in Golarion. That's an actual thing within the world of Pathfinder 2e, but it also exists here in our world. Can you guys tell us about this? Because we've tried finding information about how it works, and it's kind of confusing. We want to know how you find games. How do you get involved? It seems awesome. There's like a yearly meta plot that goes on. You can take a character that you make from one table and bring it to another game master's table, play whatever adventure they have. I saw that there's like these bounties that you can go on that are like 1 or 2 hour little like scenarios where you have to hunt down or capture things. And then you get rewards to level up your character, and you get boons and all this other stuff. But we're not really sure how it all works. Can you tell us in the comments? Are you involved in Pathfinder Society? How did you get involved? We can't find any local stuff near us that's offering it. So if you have that information, let us know. We really are interested in checking it out, but we need your help. From what we can tell, local game stores need to be active participators of this. But there's also online games that you can go to. So we're imagining maybe there's like Discords you can join, maybe the official Paizo Forums. We're not sure, but we kind of want to learn a little bit more about it. So do us a solid. And we're still learning about Pathfinder. We're still new to this. So if you're an expert on this stuff, let us know. Let the community in the comments section down below know. I'm being told right now from my correspondent that you can become a venture captain at your local game store. So flock to your friendly local game stores. Ask them about setting up a Pathfinder Society. Be like, I want to be the venture captain. I want people flocking to the store playing Pathfinder, and I will send them on adventures. We will bring the Pathfinder Society from Golarion into the real world, and we will find all the monsters, and we will figure out the meta plot, and we will teach the basic glitches how this shit works.
Well, that's it. That's everything that we've come up with in the past few months of learning to play Pathfinder. Those are the best tools that we have used to teach ourselves the game. We're like doubly excited here because we're excited to jump into this new system, honestly. We want to try something new. We're excited to play Pathfinder, to learn more about it, and to help you ease into this situation because there's a stigma out there, and we're going to smash that stigma because it's wrong.
There are resources out there that can help. They're coming. We're so excited to see that Pathfinder Nexus. That looks so cool. I can't even fathom that they just put that much information. Like the rulebook's all out there. It's crazy. It's so powerful.
It's so exciting to see their closed alpha in the works for their digital tool set for character creation, just like D&D Beyond, but for Pathfinder. That is going to be great.
And the more people that are sort of flocking over to Pathfinder, you're going to get more creative things. One thing we didn't mention, there's like a DM's guild, but it's like for Pathfinder only Pathfinder products.
Yes.
I'll find out what the name of that is, and if KMo can remember, he'll put a link down in the nether region. Or right here, right in front of your faces. So you can download adventures that are made by third-party creators and you can support them. Because that's really what's missing right now. That's the big difference between Pathfinder and D&D 5e is the size of the community and all of the people that are putting their creative efforts into making the game easier to learn. They're putting out YouTube videos to teach you how to get this stuff done.
And the accessibility, right?
Yes.
The ease of accessing this content, but it is growing. And they've been doing this actually for months, even before the OGL situation.
Correct. Because that was like another huge piece of 5e's success was the dawn of the D&D podcasting and YouTube sphere where you could learn the game, you could learn it through online resources, or you could play the game with people that already know how to play it, and then on top of that, you don't have to ever read the rules. You could just go watch YouTube videos, or you could participate in online forums and just ask questions as you're playing.
Yeah.
Like,
personally, I'm not a big reader. I'm a very visual person, and everything I learned about being a dungeon master for Dungeons and Dragons, I learned through YouTube. Through Guy at how to be a good game master. And,
hi, Guy.
And Jacob, XP level 3. And
Sure.
So many places.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I'm a big reader, so I like going through the rule books and stuff, but I love being able to go to online resources. That Archives of Nethys has been like my savior. I go to that thing all the time. I just end up there because I have little questions that pop up.
That's true. Any question you got, it'll answer it for you right away.
much.
It's like, oh, well, I can only use it in this situation. Cool. Please, 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 if there's anything we missed, we're brand new game masters. So these are the tools that we have used. If there are any tools out there that we have missed, tell us about it in the comments. We're excited to continue playing Pathfinder. Please join us, learn Pathfinder with us. We're gonna help you as we learn. We are Basic Glitches. Please subscribe for our weekly content. Toll the Dead for notifications.
Anything that we discover on our Pathfinder journey, we are sure to be sharing it with you. So we've got plenty of new video ideas for Pathfinder and other tabletop role-playing systems coming in the future. My name's Wolf.
I'm KMo.
We'll catch you next time.
Later, Liches.
Bye.